Oh, the saga of the carving chair. Good Monday morning. Once again, Chris Noosh with the Noosh Weekly Vlog. Okay, let's see. What am I doing this week, today? This is the last week of Nooshtober. I have 5 more prompts to work on for Nooshtober, and then I'm done. And I will have carved 22 little 6x10, no, 6x8 blocks. 22. This one is today's. Today's word is pumpkin. I drew this crazy little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin thing. So I'm going to carve this out first thing today and then go from there. This week's also going to be a little bit unique. I have some different things that I'm doing this week. I have a class that I'm teaching tomorrow night about sharpening tools. I won't be vlogging or anything about that class, but it's just something I'll be working on this week. And also, I am doing the ABV Drinkin' Doodle again on Wednesday night. If you're watching this now, it's too late. It's already happened. I told you last week. So, ABV Drinkin' Doodle, where I'm drawing an aardvark. You can see a picture of it right there. It's an aardvark roller skating. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm not sure yet. I might change my mind. But for now, that aardvark is what I'm going to be working on. All right. Let's get carving. I'm going to carve out this pumpkin real quick first, and then move on to the rest of the week. Done with the pumpkin. Pumpkin's all finished. So I've got this aardvark that I want to draw out onto the board. But I also want to do a piece for myself. So when I cut out the pieces and when I go through that process of drawing it on the board, painting the edges, cutting it out, all that stuff, I can have a piece for myself to sell. Just to make things a little bit more efficient on me. So I'm going to sketch out one more piece that I can draw out onto the board as well. One of the things I'm asked pretty frequently is, how do you come up with your ideas? And to be quite honest with you, I'm not 100% sure how to answer that question most of the time. This is a really good example of that. When I sat down, had no idea what I was going to be sketching, what I was going to be drawing. But it ended up being an axolotl. So my process is kind of when I sit down, I know that I want to draw an animal because most of my work is animal based. Sometimes I choose to not go in the animal direction, but most of my work is animal based. So I'm looking for an animal. And I'm kind of working in themes a little bit here and there. The aardvark was an unusual animal doing something. So for this one, I just Googled unusual animals and just kind of scrolled down the list until I found one. I was like, ooh, that sounds fun. I think I want to draw that today, an axolotl. So I never pull up like one image of what I'm looking for. I pulled up like the entire Google page of images of axolotls and looked at all of them so I could, in my mind, take parts and pieces of an axolotl and combine them into what I want to make it, so my drawing doesn't look like one specific Google image. That's one thing that's really important to me, so it doesn't look like you don't look at my drawing and think, oh, I know what picture of a giraffe that this was pulled from. I think some of my early work you could probably do that with. My later work, it'd probably be really difficult. So I pulled up a page of axolotl images and I started drawing it. Just started drawing it standing there. And I just got the pose down and I didn't know what they were going to be doing. I started, playing with the arms, putting the arms all over the place, putting the legs all over the place. And then I decided, well, it looks like he's standing there and it looks like he should be wearing a hat. I may have decided briefcase first. Looks like he should be holding a briefcase. And then I said, looks like he should be wearing a hat. And I said, who wears a briefcase and a hat? Well, 1950s vacuum salesmen wear briefcases and hats. So that's how I came up with this idea specifically. So I drew this axolotl as a 1950s door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesperson. And that's how I got here. All right. Sketch is done. I need to move forward, get both of these drawings onto a board. I got a little bit of time left today. I can start tackling that process. May not finish it, but if I can get it drawn out on the board, that'll give me a good head start going into tomorrow. Back in the dusty room for the first time in a minute. Got the axolotl up onto the board. Let's draw it out. Good Tuesday morning. All right, so it's Tuesday. Today's gonna be a busy day. I've got a lot to work on today. This morning, I've gone to the post office and I drew out today's word for Nooshtober, which is boat. This drawing is based loosely on the Jaws ride that was at Universal in Orlando. It's the same type of boat. There'd be more people on the boat since it was a ride. And then we've got the great white shark attacking it. So loosely based on that ride. It's a very action-packed piece. So I'm going to carve this out today. This evening, I've got the class that I'm teaching on how to keep your tools sharp. I'm probably going to clock out a little bit earlier today to do all my evening stuff before I have to start my class, which starts at 6 o'clock tonight. So I'm probably going to clock out around 4 o'clock or so. So I'm not working a 12-hour day from 9 to 9. Yeah. And then after that, I got to prep the blocks tomorrow for ABV Gallery, the aardvark and the axolotl that I did last night too. So I'm going to prep those 2 blocks after I carve this. So I'm going to do a quick snap reveal for you to show you the carving of this block. Yeah, let's get going. All right. Boat. Finished. Done. Carving. So the rest of the afternoon, I'm going to spend cutting out those larger pieces that I did. Not larger. Just cutting out those pieces that I drew on the board yesterday. I'll show you those once they're finished. And getting ready for my class tonight. So that's what I'm going to do. It's about 1:40 right now. It's probably all maybe I can come back and carve a little bit maybe on those blocks once they're finished being drawn out. But for now, let me go cut those out and let's see where we end up. Cut out the axolotl vacuuming and then the piece that I'll be carving tomorrow night for the ABV drink and doodle, the aardvark roller skating. Those are all cut out and finished. And now I've also spray painted them. So those are all done. See, all spray painted so that when I make my marks, I know what it's going to look like. There's the axolotl all finished up. It's about 3:30 now. I've got probably about 30 minutes until Paige gets home, until I just can start relaxing and maybe eat some dinner before my class starts at 6 o'clock tonight. So what I guess I'm going to do now, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I have to figure something out. I might just sit and sketch for tomorrow or, yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think I'm just going to continue to prepare for tonight and just get everything that I need within arm's reach of my desk. So, but it's not going to be anything super interesting. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Just finished teaching my tool sharpening class, and boy, oh boy, my carving desk is now a tool sharpening desk, and it's got all the stuff all over it. I'm going to let this sit. I'll clean this up tomorrow morning. For now, I'm going to sketch for my Nooshtober carving for tomorrow, which is reading. Yeah. Look at all this mess. But it was a very successful class, and I brought a couple tools that I haven't touched in years back to life. Also, this is the time when Mardi just needs attention. It's hard to get work done at night sometimes because of her. Mardi girl. Oh, goodness. You being a ham. Come here. Come here. Hi. Look at this girl. And my drawing for read tonight is finished. Reading, I think is the word actually. Reading. It is a, what is it? It's a Francois Langor monkey reading Peter Rabbit. Because why not? I was going to do an Einstein monkey reading because I thought it was going to be funny to have a smart, quote unquote, smart monkey reading. But I remembered somebody in my past on Facebook had suggested I did a Francois Langor monkey. So I changed it to that because they kind of have a similar look and feel to them. And they're just a little goofier looking. So I went with that. And I will carve this out in the morning. It's the morning. Wednesday morning. So my goals for today are to carve this reading block that I drew out last night. The Francois Langor reading. It's funny, I was clicking around on YouTube while I was eating breakfast, and I saw a video of a Francois Langor. And I don't know if that was because of my Google searches or for any other reason, but I saw it. So I'm going to carve this bad boy out this morning. And then with any extra time that I have, I'm just going to work on carving out the axolotl, which I hope to finish this week as well. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, I have to start for ABV Gallery carving this aardvark roller skating. That's what I'm going to work on today. We'll see how far I get. I'm probably going to once again quit around 4 o'clock, take a little break between 4 and 7. So I'm not working late into the evening again like I was last night. The Francois Langor, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, is finished, but he's reading. He's done. 100% completed. Like I said earlier, the next goal that I have today is to work on something that's just out of my reach. Be right back. this axolotl vacuum cleaner salesperson carving. I'm going to do this in a relaxed fashion today since I just spent the past 3 hours carving this up, filming and stuff. So, whoops. So I'm just going to relax and carve this one out. So, yeah. It's about 3:30 now. I am, 3/4 of the way, maybe 2/3 of the way through with the axolotl traveling salesperson carving. I'm going to take a break on this for now. Like I said, about 3:37. I've got about 23 minutes to get ready for tonight, get all the supplies that I'm going to need into one central location so I don't have to run around and find all of those, as I am rushing to get things done tonight in about a 3-hour time span to carve, paint, and ink this piece. 3 hours, it's always tight. It's always tight, but I'm going to try to get it done. Gotta go gather all my supplies. I finished up my aardvark roller skating for ABV Gallery. It is right there. Tonight I was going to finish this carving so I could paint it up tomorrow, but Mardi, oh goodness, as soon as I want to videotape her, she starts moving. She's been sitting in my carving chair for the past probably hour. So instead of carving this, I got a start on drawing my Nooshtober drawing for tomorrow, which is mush. So that is drawn out on my iPad, ready to get transferred to a piece of board that's sitting right there. But now that Marty's decided to get up and get a little bite to eat, it's time for me to go to bed, and I'm probably not going to be carving. Sorry, girl. I hope you had a nice little sleep on my carving chair, though. I'll see you in the morning. Mardi, we're going to have to talk about where you're sitting, because you can't just sit in my chair whenever you want. I need to sit in my chair so I can carve. Okay. Thank you, girl. Now I can carve. Today might be an interesting day. Last night was a little bit of a rough night here in the South. We had a storm, Tropical Storm Zeta, run through, and we didn't really get a whole lot of damage where we are, but other parts of the South did. But we did have about 40-mile-an-hour winds, sustained winds, for probably maybe 2 hours during the night, which is very rare to happen here in Atlanta. Atlanta has a lot of trees. We're like a city built into trees. Our property has a lot of trees. We're fortunate where we don't have any pine trees, because pine trees fall down in storms like that. But we don't have any of the pine trees. But we do have 2 big oak trees. Those are very strong and sturdy, so those didn't do anything. But we lost power in the middle of the night, probably around 4:30. I woke up around 5 because of the wind howling. It was just really wind howling and the rain hitting. Yeah, it was a lot. So I was able to go back to sleep probably around 6 once it kind of started to calm down a little bit. But the power came back on maybe about 9:45 today. So I thought, great, Now I can start to work. Came down to sit down, and the power just hit back off. I don't even know what time it is right now. I know it's after 10, but I don't know what time it is. So the power hit off again, and I can't really do a whole lot without power. So I think for the morning, I'm going to take this. I can't even do that really, because I need images from my computer to work on research for my freelance projects. Ding dang. Well, yeah, there's not a whole lot that I can do without power, because I can try to carve without power, but I don't really have light to see what I'm carving, and the basement's a little dark. I might try to carve a little bit, but I think I'm just going to keep it easy, and if the power doesn't come back on in the next hour or so, then I'll sit down to carve. But I'm just going to go take it easy real quick for a little bit. But yeah, it was a rough day. We don't have much damage, but we did have a lot come down in the night. Let me show you what it looks like outside. Not a whole lot of damage, like I said, near us. We just had a bunch of leaves come down, a bunch of sticks and branches that used to be up in the tree. You know, pieces like that came down. Not too much, just a lot coming down from our big oak tree right up there. But we're fortunate, but no power. So, anywho, yeah. See, all this stuff in the neighbor's yard got blown down. Not too bad, but can't really do a whole lot right now with it for now. So take it easy, and then I'll come back later and maybe carve a bit. 11:25 and the power's back on. Yay. All right, so I've lost quite a bit of my morning. I got my Nooshtober drawing all drawn out onto the board. I gotta carve that. I have to finish my axolotl vacuum cleaner salesman. Got that. I gotta paint this so I can ink it this week. Although that's not a huge concern. It's something I want to do. So I'm gonna try to get that done. I've also got t-shirts to print, and I've got the rest of my Nooshtober designs to print, with one more to carve tomorrow. I've got to go pick up art tomorrow in the morning. Timing's not looking great right now. A little bit too much on my plate at the moment. This has been a busy week. But so with all that said, I'm going to do the snap reveal for these two pieces today, just so I can, get them finished and get them done, get it over with. All right, today's a big day. I just finished the axolotl. What do you call this? Traveling salesperson with the vacuum. I do like how this came out. I think it's gonna look really cool painted. There's some cool areas in mark making in the vacuum bag, and I like the suitcase is really fun in there too. And then I also finished up mush for this tortoise eating a spoonful of mush, which I learned last night. I think I knew this, but it's basic mush. All I was finding when I was Googling mush was recipes for mush, and all it is boiled cornmeal. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? Boiled cornmeal. Anyways, all right, so this tortoise probably, eating some mush with some wallpaper, the kitchen window behind him. But for now, I want to get this done today. I'm going to paint this guy, then I'm going to ink him, and then I'm going to call it a day. It's about 3:52 now, so I got a little bit of time left. I'm probably going to go a little later today since I've had so much get in the way with the power outage, and I just got back from meeting with the lawnmower man, and yeah, so All right. It's important to state your goals because today I finished everything that I was hoping to complete and more. I finished carving my Nooshtober piece. I finished carving the axolotl with a vacuum. I finished painting and inking the axolotl with the vacuum. It's all finished, all complete. It's about 12:30 at night now. I guess this would be Friday morning. And I'm sitting, I don't know if you can see, but I've got Mardi in my lap. And I just finished drawing up the final, the absolute last of the Nooshtober block pieces. Initially, when I had come up with the words, I don't know if I ever described how I came up with the words. I looked through a list of holidays and just like national, like fun type holidays, like International Mole Day and I don't know. I think tomorrow's like National Pizza Day, and so tomorrow's word is pizza. All of the leaf came from Leif Erikson Day. So all the words had a significance to the day that I carved them on, or the week that I carved them on, and I just kind of came up with those that way. But tomorrow's pizza for some sort of national pizza holiday. And when I initially came up with this list, I had a image in my mind maybe of some of the ones, not all of them, that I wanted to do. And I was going to do like just a flat pizza pattern for them. But as this project progressed, the blocks kind of got a little more and more complicated as we got towards the end, which was kind of fun to see and kind of fun to do. Yeah, I taught myself some things with this. And so I've got the last image drawn out onto the block. It's pizza, and it is the Sphinx licking its tongue, putting its tongue out, looking at just a handful of pizza pyramids in the background. So this is going to be Friday's Nooshtober piece. Man, I might have to work a little bit this weekend because I have t-shirts to print, and I don't know that I'm going to get to them because I gotta leave here at around 11 o'clock tomorrow to go pick up some art down in Atlanta. Yeah, and I don't want to leave too late because then I'll get stuck in traffic, and I don't want to leave too early because I'll get stuck in traffic. Well, I can't leave too early because it doesn't open till noon. So anyways, I might be trapped here for the night with Mardi as she sits in my lap. Do you all say hi? Yeah. But yeah. Pizza. Sphinx. I was going to carve this tonight, but Marty's sitting in my lap, so I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow unless she gets up sometime soon. Oh, the saga of the carving chair. This is Marty's new favorite spot to sleep since I got this seat cushion. So I guess that I'm going to be going to sleep now, and maybe I can get up a little early tomorrow and carve it. It is almost 1 o'clock. So, Marty, good night, baby. Sleep well. I'll see you in the morning. But I will be able to start on pizza first thing tomorrow morning. Friday, October 30th. Today's the day, the last day of Nooshtober, and I've got pizza all drawn out onto the boards, ready to start carving. I've got about an hour before I have to go and leave and go down to Atlanta to pick up some art. Hopefully I can get this finished. And then I gotta print this afternoon. Hopefully I can get that finished too. So let's start carving. Once I am gonna film a little bit of me carving just because it's the last day and I feel like I should. So, all right, here it comes. The last day of Nooshtober. Pizza, pizza, pizza. And that's 1 hour of carving. All right, I'm gonna go pick up some art, come back, and do the rest of it. 1:06 in the afternoon now, and I'm back. All right, finish this carving. Let's print. Hopefully I can get it all done today. Nooshtober is over. Finished. Done. All right. Pizza. Carved. Sphinx. I learned a lot doing all these little pieces. I got into making these little prints, these little scenes. I learned about making, not learned about, but, just realized that I could do more with my work than what I maybe have been doing. And I think this one's a good example of it because it's a very, very detailed little piece. Yeah, I might continue. I still have a handful of these blocks that I've been working off of. I might continue doing this, but definitely not one every day. It's just that's a big ask. But I do know that I can do one a day for a good period of time if I want, and then have time to do other stuff. So I have stuff to print, including these 5 Nooshtober blocks. So I'm going to do all that, print my t-shirts. It's 2:43 now. That gives me like 2.5 hours to print stuff. Hopefully that's enough time. It really should be. It may not be, but it should be. So let's see how much I can get done. But yeah, this is all finished now. Sweet. Nooshtober is done. What did you guys think of Nooshtober? What was your favorite Nooshtober block that I had done? Could you see a difference in the mark making and the quality of the blocks as the month went on? Hopefully it'll be nice to see them all in one place too, which I hope to do. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this vlog, but maybe next vlog I'll have time to do all that together. So anywho, all finished. Let's get to printing. And that's the end of the week. Jordan Mardi here on her little seat cushion that she just loves so much. She's gonna make it so I can't carve as much. Hopefully I can keep her off of it, but I can't move her when she's here. Anyways, that's all for this week. Thanks you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see y'all next week. Thanks. Bye. Say bye, Mardi. Bye.